Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. Okay, a quick little video on utility padlocks. So they come from us. Well, let's start off from the beginning. There's three different levels of security when it comes to accessing your meter room or accessing your meter box. So there's three different levels of security. There's the lowest level, which is this NMB right here. These are ones we do in blue, but we also do them in silver and brass as well. It's completely up to you. Here's a silver one. This is a marine grade one, and it's designed for the outdoor conditions. All of which are marked on the side utilities, okay, and at the bottom it's marked with what system it is, so that the meter reader can come along and see which key it is. So for this example, these blue ones here, blue because it symbolises electricity, as in sparks. Red is for power, but you can use brass or silver or marine grade. It really doesn't matter. So these ones right here come with two keys. These keys only open this padlock. Okay, you get two keys. Now the meter reader can come along with their master key, which is this key right here, and they too can access this padlock. So that's the NMB blue padlock. It's also marked down the bottom with NMB. Now we have the next step up, which is the tel key. This one here is the tel key for telecommunications, and also the E key as in electrical. So there's two keys that work this, so not only can you use this for telecommunications, you can use this for power as well. That's the same with the NMB. A lot of telecommunications people, actually if not all of them, have the NMB key. So there's two systems there that you can use. The third one, I'll see if I have one, is this one here. So this is alloy. And this is marked electricity. Sometimes it's marked water, or sometimes it's marked with utilities. The reason why this one is cut is because a lot of the electricians, a lot of locksmiths, nobody really has the key for it, the master key, only the meter readers do. So that when an electrician turns up to site, they can have a lot of troubles accessing it if they can't get the key, or if they can't find the manager or building manager to access it. So a lot of the time these get damaged. A lot of the time these are a lot more security than what is needed. Although the master keys are out there for these ones are quite acceptable. They're enough security to keep kids and people out that shouldn't be there, allowing it to be locked, but they're not the highest level where no one can kind of get a key. If you want the highest level, you go to the alloy. If you're happy with the medium levels, which are used commonly around the board and used everywhere, then you can go with the tel and the NMB. And they're priced in that exact range. You want the high, it's expensive. You want the medium, it's medium. And you want the lowest, it's cheap. So a padlock like this is about $60 to $70. These ones go up to about $150, and then these ones are, once again, a jump on top of that. We don't do the alloy. We don't do anything to do with those ones. We only do these two ones here. So this is the tel key and E key on the master key. I'll just symbolise that. So this is the E key, bang, and this is for all regions that use the tel key or E key system. Okay, and then you have the NMB one, which is just the two keys that come with it, and once again the master key will work. Okay, even this one here does come with two keys for the client, so the client will get the two keys that they can open the padlock with. And this one, they get two keys. Alloy, I don't know. I think you've got to buy every key individual, and they cost you so much per lock. So let's get rid of that one. A lot of people are moving away from that. All right, so there's some of the benefits. Electricians need to be able to access the meter board. If not, they're working with live power. They can't isolate people's power to work on it. So NMB is a good solution for that. It keeps people out of the room, so kids and things like that can't go into a room where there's high power. They can't play with it. You can also use this same type of system on doors in buildings, which has things that you would want a lock on it, but not to be a problem with accessing the key down the track. You could go for a gardening shed, or a room that for gas, or whatever you like. You can put it on the NMB key so that it's accessible, or a fan room. There's another example. You put it on there so it's accessible, it's locked to a level where the people who need to get in can get in, and they're not struggling to find the keys, because that's generally how locks get broken. Tradespeople come along and they can't get in, so then they start breaking the doors, pulling the hinges, cutting the padlocks, all that good stuff. Next step up is the tel and E key. Now, 99% of all the electricians actually do have the tel and E key, and they can access this padlock. That's the next step up. The master key is harder to get, as with the NMB key. I think there's been some people selling them on eBay, so it's a lower security one. The tel key is a higher security one, and then alloy on top of that. The tel keys, most electricians have it. I would say 90% of the electricians out there would have this key and this key, and of course all the meter readers 100% have both keys. So that's why you would use it. If you're worried about things, I would go with the medium one. If you're really worried, then go with the high security alloy one. If you just want to put a lock on it so it's locked, keep kids out, keep burglars out, keep just the general public out and things like that, both of these would be sufficient for that task. Now these are for the region of New South Wales. We're in Sydney and they use this all over the place. Different regions do have different ones. Check with your service provider before purchasing just to make sure. A lot of the time they say no, you need the alloy one. It's not true. You can use these two other systems. These two other systems are quite fine, so just check with them. Before you say which one do I need, ask them, is NMB acceptable? Is E-key acceptable? Say I have an E-key padlock, is that acceptable? I have a tel key padlock, is that acceptable? If you ask them to start off with which lock do I need, they're just going to sell you the most expensive one and tell you to move to that system, which is not necessarily the only system. You can have these two systems too. It's just, I guess they like to sell their wares and that's the way it is. So these two systems are quite acceptable, and ask them, or make sure it's used in your area before you do. If it's around Sydney, then yeah, these two are quite common. Okay, that's our video for today. Thanks for watching.